Good evening, everyone, and thank you all for joining us today. My name is Rashmita, and I am the event planner for Microsoft Reactor India. This session will run over the next 60 minutes, including Q&A. But before we begin, please take a moment to read our code of conduct. We are all here to learn together, so please be respectful of other people's views, understanding of differences, being kind and considerate in the way you engage. The chat section will be open throughout, and we do encourage you all to participate. So please feel free to drop all your questions in the chat section. I would now like to welcome Swami, our speaker for today's session. He is an aspirant software architect and currently works at Applied Information Sciences. He loves to learn about new technologies, but for now, I will hand over to Swami to begin the session. Let me bring him into the stream. There you go. Over to you, Swami.
Hey, Rashmita, thank you so much for the access. Shall I start? Okay, cool. Thank you. Hey, guys, thanks so much for joining this session. And today we are going to discuss about video indexer in particular. And also we'll be touching upon the importance of keys and one concept on the containers. Based on the time, we'll do that. But first, we will look at the uh, video indexer service. Azure AI Vision and Custom Vision, we have discussed that to a decent extent, and but we'll see what best we can do. I'm sorry, I have some throat infection, but I think my voice is okay. So this is my main GitHub repo, which Rashmita will be sharing. And today's session is in this one speaker series. So where all my events, whatever I do, I will have a folder for that. Sometimes I don't do the documentation. I'm lazy, but everything will be here. So without further delay, let's start with this and we'll see what is that we are going to do today. We will be exclusively do a dive into video indexer, and I'll come here, and here in the documentation you have the playlist. If you click on this, you'll see all the previous 7 videos what we have already done, and the eighth one will get added in a day or two, but you have all this in within a single playlist which I've already given in the documentation. And this is provision Azure AI service resource and the endpoints, which we have already seen that, but I wanted to show you one important thing here. So now if I come back to this one, this is an additional content which we are discussing, but I thought of to discuss that now. So what I will do is I will come to a to the VS Code, and I want to show you something. This is related to the Docker container and the importance of the keys. So let's assume that I came and I have exposed my keys of this Central India region, the Azure AI multi-service account. So let's first come and see this. What is that we have under this? So if I come in here to, I mean, the endpoint what we are hitting is not that important as we are seeing at a concept. So let's see that I'm hitting this Central India Azure multi-service account, and it is giving me the content. And it says that the analysis of this image, the analysis of this image is here. It is given in the second link because this is 3.2. We have to do 2 calls. If it is 4, we need to do 1 call, which we have already done in a previous session. We covered this piece. So now I can come back here pretty much and then paste that GUID. And if I see, it is giving me this. So now what I'm doing is I am going back here in this piece, and let me get the key of this and also copy the endpoint. This is for the billing purpose. So I copied this. So I'll come back to the PowerShell IPSS, and also I will paste this. Now I've created these variables. Now I'm executing a Docker container of the vision read 3.2, and it has created a container inside my Docker. So when we come and look at this, it is all is well. It is looking or looking at port 5000 for the traffic, and this is the Docker port. This is the host port. So when we come and look at the inspect, and you can see that the host port is 5001. So this side on the left side is host port, the right side is Docker port. So Docker is listening on 5000. Okay. So now what I want to do is I want to go to this and I'll see this. Now it clearly says that the Azure Cognitive Service container is running. And I can come into that and see this vision, all the endpoints are available. So now I can quickly come back, and this is a local one. Now you can see this, I'm hitting localhost 5005. That means technically I'm hitting this Docker container. I'm not going to Azure portal. Technically I'm hitting this guy. So I will come and click on that do analysis, and you can see that it is it said accepted. So you can come in here. So you see this, it's still there. Now we'll go to the headers, and in the headers there will be a GUID where we in which location we'll be able to get the output of this. So I'm going to this and selecting this one. I got the information. Now for some reason, let's assume that now our keys has been exposed. So the key was starting with 0459. Now what we can do is can come back to this, and I'll say that regenerate the key one. So when I do the regenerate key one, and just wanted to see what all the keys. Okay, the one which we used 045 is now out of the scope now. Okay, so we'll come back and we'll look at this a little later, because now that what happened is we have invalidated the key. So for submitting the meter or billing purpose, we need to have a Azure multi-service account and its key. So when creating this Docker container, we used, and at that point of time, that 0459, this particular key was in existence. For some reason, this was compromised, and we came and we invalidated this. So that means this Docker container is not going to work throughout. I mean, it periodically it sends this information to the uh, periodically it sends the information to Azure, because that needs the billing and metering purpose. So we'll come back and we'll look at this. So that is from the security perspective. I mean, we will use the Azure keyword, but just wanted to show you that piece. I'm leaving this Docker container as it is. I wanted to ensure that it will blow off at some moment. Uh, Install failure signal handler. There you go. This is what I wanted to show you. So what happens is periodically it sends the billing information or meter information back to Azure. Even though this is the local container, and from Postman, we are not reaching the Azure also. If you see this is a Postman is going to 5005. Now, if I hit this, it says that bad gateway, because the container itself is crashed. Because the moment when we were creating the container, we had a valid API key. And then once we created the container, we started using it. and we have simulated a scenario where our key got compromised and the DevOps or the operations team well and regenerated the key. So at that point of time, the container when it got created with the key is stale. So at the time of it sending the meter data, it needs the key as well as the endpoint. So at that point of time, it recognizes that the key is invalid and now the container will fail. So even though you create a container with the valid key, if the key is refreshed, then your container is at the mercy. So now we need to ensure that this is properly taken care. So that is the reason. One of the thing is to store it at a centralized location and use it. And this again, it will be part of the orchestration. When this desired container goes down, the orchestration should look at like a watchdog. It should look at this container is down and it should bring it up with the latest key. I just wanted to speak about that scenario. That's done. So we have seen the importance of endpoint and key. Now let's discuss about Azure Video Indexes. So today's topic is that. Now if I come back here and we'll see. So video indexer. So you can describe the video indexer, extract custom insights, video indexer widgets, and API. It's a very powerful feature. Just give me a minute. I'll have a glass of water. So it is a very, very powerful feature. Now let's see and we'll discuss something. So these uh, video indexer, the capability of this is very powerful. Why? Because some of the features which it provides is like a facial recognition, optical character recognition. Like I'm discussing and assume that there is something written here on the board and I'm sitting here. So it can read that and it can read the facial expression and the speech translation. I'm speaking, so you'll get the speech translation. Then the topics, it identify the topics, sentiments, okay, whether I'm anger or whether I'm happy, and the labels, themes, or and the content moderation is there, and scene segmentation into consistent scenes. So if you see, we'll come back and we'll do a dive into that one, but at a high level you can observe this one. So the facial recognition, for some of the things it does the facial recognition. uh, the Microsoft video which it is there, that for that it does a facial recognition, and uh, for others we need to have a limited access, because when we are uploading the file also, it asks us, you're not from the police department, so it doesn't want us to recognize those faces, but we need to have a limited access. We'll see that in action. Okay, let's spend 2 more minutes time in this and then we'll go full on action. Extract custom insights. Apart from this, what we can do is we can train adding more images of a people. Assume that we have a organization and all the people who are entering, we want to ensure that everyone is exiting the facility, and the language and the brands. We can train that, but to do all these things we need to have a limited access, because again, responsible AI, for some security reason, for whatever the reason, they want the people's permission to be taken, even though they are uh, known people or they are regular people, but wanted as a responsible UI, we have to notify them, hey, your video is being used for this one. So if you see this, use the video analyzer widgets and API. Another thing what we can do is we can use the video indexer widgets. That means this is one widget, this is one widget, two widgets we will be using. We'll see how we can incorporate that in our HTML pages, and we'll see how we can make a call to indexes API to get some of this information. Like I accessed a video, it says that when it was created, all those information. Okay, so deploy with ARM template, I didn't try that, but apart from that, we'll be covering rest of the things. Now this is the exercise, so I'll come back to this one. So in this, the first thing which we have already seen, that provisioning, we have seen quite a few times provisioning. Now is the time where we will be doing the real action. So uploading the videos. So what I will do is, to do that, we have to go to www.videoindexer.ai. So we are coming to that here, videoindexer.ai. So this is the trial account which I created yesterday, and here we have the model customization, as we have discussed that we need to have an for trial account it will not give, we have to do it with the original subscription, and we need to have the permission, as we have seen here in the content. We have seen that we can do a custom, we can train people and all these things, the same thing which we are seeing here, but we need to have a limited access. We need to get the permission to do why we are using, what is our business, and we are ensuring that we are not giving or working for any organization, whatever it is. Okay, so that's the thing. We come to this videoindexer.ai. So here is the media files. So what I'll do is, to redo this, I will just delete this. Let's upload two videos. So the first piece in this one is we need to upload videos. So I'll come back to this one. I have already uploaded this. We'll speak about this, but I want to upload a couple of videos now. So I'll come here and go and grab this video, the video indexer. This is the Microsoft official GitHub, which is mentioned here. This is responsible AI. We are uploading. So it's asking, what is this? Do you want to keep it as a private? No, I'm fine. And the source is English. Advanced settings. Okay, custom logos, brands, people, model, and all these things. So let's come back to the basic one, because I didn't explore that custom because it needs additional permission. So if you see that indexing preset, so audio effects, closed captions, keyframes, audio transcription, object detection, text-based emotions, named entities, keywords, visual labels, OCR, rolling credits, speakers. That is a fun part. Seriously, I loved the speakers thing. Topics. Okay, excluded is that face detection, celebrities. It will be threat for celebrities to get identified with this one. So for whatever the reason, for privacy or for security or whatever the reason, we will not touch that piece. Now we'll do upload and index. So this is getting uploaded, and as part of our free account, we will get 2000 plus minutes, and I didn't consume all. So if I come and see the account settings, so it still have a lot of minutes. So let's upload one more video. It is indexing, so let's upload one more video which is a little longer, little bigger, uh, little bigger. I mean, in the length it is 1 hour. The other one is 2 minutes. The one which I uploaded uh, was 31 minutes. Now I'm going to upload it as something. I'll upload it for 1 hour. Okay, let's assume prepare, consume. Yeah, containers. Let me upload this containers ACI and AKS. This one. So this is, let me keep it as public, and signature, everything is there. I click on upload, and here it gives that we are not working for any police department. The previous one, acknowledgement, it will ask, and you can see that this is uploading. So that is the first piece. We have looked at it. We'll go to this, and we have to sign. sign up for that. Now if you see this, that's it, that itself will specify whether it is trial, or if not, it will specify which location we belong, like used. I didn't try the original one, so I don't want to blabber anything. I'm assuming that it will give the location as east us, or wherever the resources are being created. For trial subscription, when we use when it is asking us for location, we just need to specify trial. So how do I know? So here, if you see this in one of the sample, we'll come back to this API portal. It says that api.videoindexer.ai region/trial. So if at all it's a full subscription with all the facilities, we have to specify the region. So definitely it will be east us or whatever it is. That's what I'm assuming, because mine is trial. I just tried the trial one. So let's stick to the game plan: trial or region. So I'm assuming that it will show this region or something else. I'm not sure what it is going to show, but it is going to show something. So we will we have uploaded this one, and it will take some time. The next thing is what we need to review: the video insights. So I'll click on run in the background, let it run in the background, and you can see, you can come here and look at the samples, whatever which was given by Microsoft, or we can create uh, we can create our own project, or we can use this one. So we already have couple. So let's see this one. Uh, so just last modified 1 minute ago. First, let's see this one. So when I click on that, it comes and it shows the original video, and apart from that, it start showing the insights of this one. And we'll come back to this embed and other things. This will give the video ID, which is technically this number, whatever you're seeing after this video. So if you see this one, I'll keep it pause, and I'll come back to this. Now, if you see this object detected, so it shows in which location it has identified. Now you can see that that is 14 seconds. This is 16, and it is like a supporting document. It is showing that what all the objects it has identified. And the next thing is the topics. This is speaking about the environment and audio effect, and 21 keywords it has identified. And labels, you can see clothing, indoor, human face, it has identified. Two named entities. So one is the, I assume this is a person name, and uh, uh, this is the Microsoft brand, and here it is giving the scientist name which it identified in this one. And emotions, if you see that it is joy, and if you want to see who was joy at what time, you can click on that and play. If you click on play, and the moment you see this, it is a time where it is narrating this thing, and it says that people, someone, the speaker or someone is happy, so it is giving his emotions. And 16 scenes it has detected, and these are the shots. And we can go back here to see, because it was uploading, I think that might be the reason it went little slow. I think you can see exactly here, maybe based on the speaker's voice or something, it detected that 4.3%, 4.03% emotion. It says that it is joy. It says red because it is low, but still, this is one piece, whatever we are able to see at this point of time. And another good thing is, if we'll come back to the timeline in a minute. And now if you come back here, so here are the insights which you can go ahead and see. And this is a fun thing. I really liked it, the speaker. So let me come and click on this and click on this and go here. Now you will see a different things because of the speaker also. Let me come back to the timeline and click on this and play the video. So you see this, whatever I switched off the audio because I will hear that. So you can see that whatever the audio it's happening there, it's going and it is uh, uh, going to the next line or first line automatically. And see, it recognized him as a person identity and a brand also it identified. Might be this is because it's Microsoft one, it identified. Somewhere I'm looking at the speaker. If it is not here, we will see that here. Let me switch it off. Now see this one. This is a fun part, seriously fun part. Now we'll come back to this one, and you see when the speaker changes, it specifies, it identifies the voice, and it says that who is speaking, whether speaker one is speaking or see this, when the voice has changed, it identified that okay, it's a speaker two, it's not the speaker one. And now the speaker two is speaking, and here it identified the scientist as a man, and it still going through that. And again, the speaker one has come back into this one. So it goes into that depth to identify whether it's a speaker one or speaker two, and it identifies the key things, and also it identifies whatever it is coming as part of the OCR. Here, if you see that, if we go along with that, so we will see what is that it is being identified and the OCRs and everything. If we come back at the bottom, I think we should be able to see this, the Microsoft. Just before closing this, you can see Microsoft AI. It is around 1 minute 50 seconds. So it did the OCR, optical character recognition, from this, and it is specified here. And you can see this Microsoft, this frame. It is also looking at the frame from which it was able to read that. So if you see this, and at last, if I play that, then AI went off here, and now it read only the Microsoft, and that is what we are seeing. And it did a very good job of identifying this one. So let's go back to the media files, and let us see. It is doing the index. It might, we will come back as we waited this to fail. Let me kill this. I don't want this Docker container to uh, eat up the space. So I'll delete that. And let's wait until this does, and we'll see that how it's 1 hour video. This is 31 minutes video. So let's go and do a little bit of analysis on this one. So so if you come to this timeline, and I'll click on all, and let me go back and see it identified the one powered by StreamYard, my name Swami, and Mariam Mirza, and human face, and first time speaking. So it identified me. Then little later, Mariam will start. See, Mariam has started the session, so she'll speak throughout this one, and it identifies the speaker. Now see this, when Mariam has started speaking, it identified that it's a speaker too. So it identifies that, and also the technical words, whatever we are speaking, like exploring GitHub workflow, branch policies, and pull request. And so okay, see this one, session one, exploring GitHub workflow and branch policies. It did a OCR here at 46 seconds. It did a OCR of this, and you see the event URL, YouTube URL, software, I'm still a learner. Apologies. This one, see this. This is the markdown file. Inside the markdown file, there is an image, and it went deep into this, and it bought that one. That is what I was telling them. This is so powerful and so cool. I can't even imagine anything like this. Okay, that's one thing uh, I wanted to speak about. And is it ready? It's still 40%. It is doing the indexing, and we'll come back and we'll uh, look at that little later. Let it take its sweet time. Will not disturb it. Take 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 the time. So we did review to a decent extent, and people, they stopped it. If you go and see, somewhere from year 2022, they stopped giving those information. Yeah, June 2022, they stopped giving the information, but we need to have a limited access approval for that to do those experiments, because they will understand what is the kind of company and what is the kind of work which we are doing, and motivation, or why do we need that. And then if you come and see that, we saw the timeline, the transcripts also we have seen, and we have also seen that how powerful it is. When Mariam was speaking, she was sharing the markdown file. Within the markdown file, it captured everything, and inside the markdown file there was an image, and within that image, I'm still a learner, those things. Like, this is what I was speaking about. When I come back here, so Mariam was sharing similar one. Yeah. So it was able to capture all these things. You saw that it was able to capture all these things, and followed by this slide was there. This within the markdown file, there is an image, and I'm still a learner. Apologize if I do any mistake. Even it was showing that. Let's see that in a minute, and we'll come back and do rest of our session. Let me come back here, and let's go back to 30 seconds or something. Hey guys, good morning. Greetings of the day. Thank you so much for joining this event. Today's event is see, exploring the data code flow. I'm speaking here, and this one also we have seen that it is reading all these labels as part of the OCR. And where is that? Yeah, this is the one. So if yeah, I think Mariam started speaking here. I think this is what, and I think, let me share my screen. I think the moment she'll speak, yeah, I think we are here. Okay, let me pause this here. So you see that this is a markdown file, which is pretty similar to this markdown file. And see this, the session one, the date and time, everything it was able to capture, the session time, the date and time, event URL, and the YouTube URL. And apart from that, the software tools, it captured it. Oh, prerequisites also. See this, the prerequisites, it captured it, and also the information. And looks like this was little dull. It couldn't, but apart from that, I'm still a learner. Apologize if I do any mistake. It captured this line. So it is so powerful in capturing the information when we do this video analysis. Okay. So, okay, let me come back to this one. So we have seen the timeline and the powerful features of this, and also the OCR one. Just now I spoke about that. So it went and read the markdown, and within the markdown we have an image. It did the OCR of that image also, and the speaker also. When I spoke, or when Mariam spoke, it was changing like speaker one and speaker two. So that's another powerful feature. So here, narration, this we have already seen that. And insights also we have seen that. Okay, did we do a deep dive into insights? I don't remember, but as a benefit of doubt, let's come and let's see the insights of this one. We'll see that, because here it has got a lot of things to discuss. We saw that object, we saw this object detected, and the topics. So similarly, we'll see what 21 keywords and 51 labels. It's showing all these things. So let's see what is that it is. So here it has got, and here see this computer technology, software, cloud platform, and 30 keywords, two pointer technique. This is the algorithm she'll be discussing. So two pointer techniques and command prompt, GitHub server, web URL, all the keywords, hosting platform, shift alt, um, and emotions. I don't know how did it came to that, whether the emotion was joy or anger. 13 keyframes it has, and you can see that we can have this. And I just want to show you something at the bottom of this. And when we scroll down a little in this one, so control control shift or whatever the shortcuts Mariam was speaking, even those things were captured in this one. I was doing a deep dive into this. Some of those productivity control. See this one. Shift Alt F, Control S. So all these things. It see Control R to refresh, Control T to open a new tab. So Control and forward slash to comment a line in VS Code. So including those kind of shortcuts, it captured. It's a very powerful one, without any doubt on that. That being said, let's go to the next section. I think we spent a decent amount of time to understand the timeline inserts and how can we see additional information. Now, search the insights also. We already did it without even we knowing what were we doing. If you come in here, if you see my spelling was something like this. If you see Swami, so it identified me. And for some reason Mariam, the spelling is little different, but she identified, like, at least if I say Mirza, it clearly identified Mariam Mirza here as part of this. And whether it is insights or whether it is here, as we said that control T. So you see all the places, control S or control T. So exactly, did we speak about any shortcut? So we can directly go and search in the timeline also. Okay, like GitHub desktop. Did we speak about GitHub desktop? Oh yes, we spoke about this. And also the timeline. I know that when did we speak about that. Uh, so we can go to that particular one and we can validate it. So it's a very, very, very powerful feature. So I'll keep it there. Search for insights, we did it. So we did upload the videos and we did a pretty much a decent dive, if not deep dive, review of video insights, and also the timelines and speaker. And we did a decent dive into the search facilities and what is that we can view that. Okay, now let's go to the next one, is use video indexer widgets. So these are the widgets. So you can see this one in the Microsoft official labs. They have given a HTML file. Okay, so this HTML, the key thing is this particular this particular the key thing is this particular JavaScript widget, which it does the magic. That's a magic wand kind of thing. And you can see this from the indexer portal. We can bring. So I was just trying to uh, use something else. Let me see that, because quickly I want to show. that we can also do from our side. Let me do show preview. This is a widget from extension from Microsoft. Okay, let me come back there. So if you come to this one, if you type live, there is a widget, there's an extension, live preview. That's from the Microsoft. That's what I'm using right now. So rightmost click and preview. So that shows the preview of the HTML page. So we don't need to do Control S and refresh. Okay. So what is that we can do is we can get this particular line, whatever it was. So grab this and drop it here. Refresh, all is well. So for the time being, what I'll do is I will comment my existing work. I comment my existing work. I just have a broad one. So the container, we can come in here, max width of, I mean, let's see that if it is troubling, then we will see it. Then we'll go and grab uh, these things, the table. We'll come back to that, how to grab the data. I'll just show you. For the time being, I will paste this over here and adjust it. So you can see that it is pretty much able to do it. So I'll come back here. Align center, lock this. Uh, justify content center, I'll block this. Okay, so I'll leave this. Okay, let's be somewhere it is there. Let's not worry about that one. So what is very important is we can grab these links and we will paste it. So where do we get this player widget, and where do we get the insight widget? So that is very important for us. So it's everything is given by Microsoft. We don't need to sweat at all. So if you see this is here, I will spend only 30 seconds, not more. So I'll spend this and justify content center. No, I want this. Okay, let that be there. And max width, I will make it 1400. Okay, that's cool. So without any delay, let's come back over here and go back to this one. And here, if you click on embed, so in the drop down, you will find two things: player widget and player widget and insights widget. So it gives us the entire link. So what I will do is, first one, it is asking for player widget. So let me grab the smallest one. Once that is done, click on copy code, come back to the HTML and paste it. So now if you come and see this, it has got this one. The player widget is here. So we can click on play and it will play this one. Okay, that's the widget. Now let's go back here and switch this and go to the insights and copy the insights. Now insights is the one which it is beautifully giving all the information. Now I do this. Now if I come back to this one, so you can see we have the player widget and the and the flex direction is column. So it has got this one, or shall I fix it as a row? Okay. So here you can see again, it shows the layers. Whatever we want to see, we'll be able to click on this, because technically whatever the widgets which we have seen on the portal, everything is being given access to us. So we can use that. And here also the same thing, we will not see anything different. All the things which we are doing it, we have it. So we can create the AI portal where we do the video analysis and give only the links. Now people don't have access to that, there's only the read only links. We can give it and host it in our organization portal and give access to others, so they'll be able to see that. And again, all the things which we did it there are still applicable here. You can see everything, the powered by, and everything is coming in here. Okay, that's about the section. So let me go back to my code and close it because I don't want to touch that. That's a sample. Uh, that's the sample, and that's done. So we did this exercise also. So we did use the indexes. So the key guy is this one, the widgets JS file. Everything, the magic happens inside that, and we know where to go and pick it up. The widget URL and the insights URL. So we have seen that. So the last section is how to use this REST API. Now, if you come back here, we will have account settings and account ID. So account ID, we will be able to grab it from here. So if I come to this one, so this is the account ID. So I have already copied the account ID. Where did I copy? I think here I copied that. Yeah, this one. 550E. This one. Account ID already copied it, or I can click on this settings. It will be here. Either I can go and click on this. I can grab it from here, or on the left side, I can click on this and I need to copy this account ID. So the account ID copied it, and then we need key. So for key, you can see we have to click on this HTTPS API portal video indexer.i. You'll come in here. Technically, this is the URL. So here you can see that we can get started. And one thing for us to understand, the authorization token, whatever we want to pass it, we can pass it as part of the bearer token. And this is the URL, accounts, and the account ID. So account ID, just now we grabbed it from here, and videos and the name of the video we can specify. So the first thing is we need to go and get the token. So you can click on this get classic token, and it will display all these things. So get access token. So here I can click on this get access token. So what is very important, the video indexer, auth, the location. For us it is trial, accounts, our account ID, access token, allow edit. So we just want to do the read only. So this is the endpoint. So either you can use the postman. Here you can copy the account ID and key, and you can do this in the using this postman also. Okay, we can try that. We can do two ways. We can do with the postman, and we can do with the PowerShell also. Okay, for the time being, we'll see with this also. That's account ID, and this is the key. Paste it here. So I'll come back over here. That's an account ID, and this is the API key, and this is the location. And now if I want to retrieve the token, I can come back and hit that. So now if I come and token, you see it has displayed the token. So you can use this one also to see how many videos do I have. So we are getting all those videos because we have technically 3 videos. So you see this is one video, and this is a second video, this is a third video. You can come in. Sorry, I have a throat infection, so apologize for my voice. So we have these 3. Okay, so let's see how to do the same in Postman. So come back to this one. Let me close all tabs so that we'll be able to focus what we have to instead of getting disturbed. So I'll close that and come into this. So here in this access token, so you can see I have OCA subscription. See the same thing, whatever we did it in the Postman. Here, video indexer, auth, location, accounts, account ID, access token, the same thing. So I click on send. So you see this is the auth token. And this is, we can get the videos. So let me grab this bearer token. So how do we know that we need to pass it as a bearer token? Here, if we go to this at the bottom, they're clearly specifying here. It should be as a bearer token. So I can come back to this. I mean, I'm doing whatever I'm doing is an ugliest way to do it. We should write it Postman scripts. I just started writing it. I didn't have time to finish it. Okay. Technically, it should happen this way. The token should get injected. Now you see this. This is the first object, and this is the second object, and this is the third object. So all 3 we are able to retrieve it from that. And also, we can do a deep dive. We can add a video, and we can get the how to get insights. Like you just click on it, and it clearly gives you all the things whatever you need it. Like you can explore the APIs. Click on that explore APIs, and within that APIs itself, like you want to do the indexing, uh, get video index, see that. So we have location, accounts, account ID, video, video ID, and index. So technically this should also be good. Let's try. I didn't try that. So if we still have 7 minutes, so at least we'll try. If it is failing, let it fail. We all will learn. So we are coming to video. And what is a video ID? We can go back to this one, expand this one. This is the video ID. So I'll come back to this one and the video ID. Video ID and index / index. So let's see. Oh, there you go. It's video index. Pretty much it's doing the video index, everything it is giving, the keywords it identified, the appearance, the tons and tons of information, whatever we were able to see in the portal, we were able to grab. At least we did access the token, we were able to get the video, we can get into that particular video and get the index from that. So that is it pretty much. So what is coming next? So I just wanted to give you a first look, like kind of thing on that. So the next session will be pretty much into containers, deep dive into containers. Like we'll take a scenario. We'll first access that from the Azure portal, and then we will get the grab that particular container image and pull that. We'll pull the image and then we will start the container. We'll start it in two modes. One is in interactive mode and one is in detached mode. We'll do that. And then we will interact with the postman. We'll interact with portal and then see how do we get extra information, and then we use postman to do the job. Whatever we did it through the Azure AI multi-service, we'll be able to do that in the postman. Then we will go ahead and deploy the Azure container instance in then we will use the same read image 3.2 model, and then we'll use the Azure container instance to browse the analytics, and then read analytics. I'm sorry, I have to change that, but I'll change it. And then we'll do the postman. And then the next thing is the fun part is we'll deploy the same container on the Kubernetes. Then we'll use the browser and the postman. So all these things. So that's full of containers. Okay. That's it from my side. Hope you guys have enjoyed and learned something new. Back to you, Rashmita.
Thank you so much, Swami, for hosting another session. And thank you all for joining us today. Please visit Microsoft Reactor website for more upcoming sessions. Feel free to use the Learn module links. This will give you access to additional resources to take your learning further. Thank you all once again and enjoy the rest of your day.